first pose especially, I remember being so nervous, but I think I had spent so much time in that moment comparing myself to others that I think I was just very hesitant. But after we got through a couple poses, I remember thinking, wow, she sees what I'm uncomfortable with, and you helped me pose in a way that made me feel confident, and you knew that I was nervous and hesitant. So instead of pushing me to do something that made me uncomfortable, you helped to guide me in a way that I felt safe. And I remember by the end of that session, it was about to start pouring raining and we were running to the car. And once it was all over, I just remember thinking, God, I'm glad I came. Like, it was such an uplifting experience. And then to see all these other women also get to experience something in themselves that they hadn't had before, and to see how beautiful they felt about themselves, it just made me feel so much better, because like, we all have our own insecurities. But at the end of the day, you do something like this for yourself. Even if you don't realize you're doing it for yourself, you do it for yourself. And when you're done, you feel so great. So in my mind, I kind of saw this series of the photos from the first one to the last one. Like I said, the first one, I was very much like, oh, I don't have any clue what to do. And even though you guided me, I was still like, oh, is this what she wants it to look like?
Yeah.
But by the last photo, when I had really kind of loosened up, I just remember looking at it and saying, wow, I totally loosened up. Like, I relaxed enough to do that. And once I was home and it was all over, I remember thinking, oh man, I did this on a beach. There were people around, something I never would have done.
Yeah.
And there were people around, and they saw me doing this.
Yeah.
And I'm okay. Like, I survived this. I'm okay. We all got through it.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember still looking at that last picture. I just feel real proud that I did something like that, because I never thought I would. My favorite part overall, I think just seeing myself change. I talk about how I just felt so much more confident in the photos, but I think my confidence level overall just changed in every aspect of my life. I didn't look at myself and think I'm not a good mom. I didn't look at myself and think, oh, I'm not good at my job. I remember that confidence just going on and on for weeks after the session. And I would just look at myself in the mirror and be like, wow, I am capable. Like, I don't need other people's approval. I can do this. I can do whatever I put my mind to. In addition to that, having had some self-esteem issues with my physical appearance, which I think a lot of women do, I was able to look at myself in the mirror and be like, you know what? I love this part about me. It might not be where I want it to be ultimately, but having that self-appreciation for your body, it makes it easier to make those changes and keep fighting for whatever it is that you want. But my favorite part was the after feelings, and every time I look at a photo, I still get those feelings, like the rush of feelings all over again, like that confidence where I'm like, yeah, look at her. She could do it. If she could do it then, I can do it now. So definitely that continuing feeling of just finally feeling comfortable in my own skin.